Okay, Richianity and Beerwah Manor news flash. Okay, so some of the news this week is that we have a personal trainer now for the Pump Chasers series. I do have a weightlifting philosophy, which is light weights, high reps. We were doing that, but we had the opportunity to work with a personal trainer, and he's locked in exact times, 3 times a week with us that won't budge apparently. So there's some stability in that, and him coming over some motivation in that. So I think he believes in this HIIT training and cardio while you're lifting weights and even lifting heavy and whatever. But I think as long as we're moving, it's okay. Um, Sorry to anybody that was watching that to learn that style of lifting and picking up the clues from what I was saying in between sets and whatever. But look, I've given you the name of the guy's website on one of the videos I did, so you can find out all about it yourself. But that's the way I'd be doing it if I were you. Sam and I are extremely morbidly obese, especially me. So one of the good things about this guy is, like, I'm so morbidly obese, I've been having trouble breathing and just walking to the letterbox or anything, carrying groceries. I'm actually disabled with house, but a lot of it's come about from high blood sugars up at 50 for an extended time, and I also had an extended time where I needed medication to control the pace of my heart. But the doctors, we had to wait for the appointment, so they knew that every time I got up and walked to the fridge from the couch, my heart was going at 220 beats a minute and I couldn't breathe and was having to hold myself up. But you've got to wait, in the Australian health system, you still have to wait months to get the appropriate medication to control that. So I have that now, so my heart's going right. I seem to be having a good amount of insulin now. We had troubles with doctors giving insulin for a long time, despite the fact that I had really high blood sugars. But where we got really lucky, or when I say we, I keep talking like it's Sam and I are a bit of a team, so that's why I say we. Finally, I found Josh, the doctor at Carramundi Family Practice, I think they're called, over in Carramundi, Queensland. He was back from holidays and honeymoons and all the stuff that he was doing, because he was taking care of my diabetes, and then bluntly, he went overseas and abandoned me, and I was left to the crappy medical system. And then I went to a total fool down at Caloundra Medical Centre, a fool that shouldn't be practicing medicine in my book, a fool that I'd like to beat with a rubber hose. He started me on the insulin, then just abandoned me and kicked me out of his doctor's surgery because some person didn't like my face. So that's great. But we're back under proper medical care, and then we started the lightweight program. But this guy doing the cardio with me, yesterday Sam and I went to Caboolture, and I was able to walk around breathing quite well and all that kind of thing. So I think doing the cardio, however gentle it is, the ball slams and all that kind of stuff, that's a good thing. So I'm sticking with this program now that's been locked in and booked in, and this is what we're going to be doing. So tune in. I think watching our weight loss journey will be interesting, and even watching, despite this guy having different beliefs than me, he's not a total idiot. I can tell you right now, he has some idea of what he's doing, even though he doesn't have many of the beliefs that I have. And he's absolutely dogged determined. Is that the word? Dogged determined to see me lose weight. So he really cares, and that's hard to find. So this is a good thing. I can't think what other news. That's the biggest news this week. Some other news is I just got some more things out the front. On Richard Puppet World news, I'm very close to, probably even today, purchasing a puppet that's actually been made by the Muppets. I'm not 100% on whether I'll go forward with that yet, but I'm strongly thinking about it and talking about it with people today and whatever, because it was a custom-made Muppet for somebody, so it's not Fozzie or Gonzo or any of them. He's not a known character. These people pick the colour of the hair, the colour of the nose, all that kind of thing. And as I understand it, it was often from a workshop that you would do. So it sounds like you go there, you do the workshop, or you can, back when they did it, you could phone from Australia and just order a Muppet to custom design. But I believe the idea of it is that you can walk away and do your own puppet shows and you own the image of the puppet. Because at the moment I'm using puppets that, many of them are IKEA puppets. One of them's Aggros, which I've seen Jamie Dunn, the puppeteer that did Aggro for many years, say it belongs to Channel 7. So I'm thinking, I'm just doing it all for fun and whatever, but with all the copyright strikes I've been getting for music that we even pay for and all that, and they're telling me that those videos will never be able to be monetized. I think I'll have to double check this, but I think even when I did a video about how excited I was about AC/DC having a new album, didn't even have any music in there, I got some kind of copyright strike. And so AC/DC will get that money if that video, if my channel ever becomes monetized, I won't. So I'm not interested in using copyrighted music or puppets that belong to somebody else that they're then gonna, because why would I want to do a whole channel of day after day? Although like the objective isn't money, for me this is kind of like a project where it's like doing crossword puzzles or something. It's just a hobby. But the fact is, the second you broadcast on YouTube, you can make money. So why wouldn't you if you can? So why would I do hundreds of videos using someone else's puppet, them getting all the money, me doing all the editing, the filming, the cracking the jokes, and putting my life story out there and whatever. So, I really do hope that look, because I'm not a lawyer and I actually don't know a copyright lawyer or anything like that. So I'm hopeful that, because I never thought I would own a puppet that was made by the Muppets, that's for sure. And I'm pretty excited by that idea, if I'm honest with you. And then I found another lady who makes puppets in cans as well. And I'm not even certain, that you'd be able to use her. She says I can, but she's making them from a pattern that she doesn't own. And she's doing lots of changes to those puppets so that they look unique in that. But at the end of the day, the pattern people will know their puppets when they see them. So it's a really confusing world. When you're doing puppets, you always just thought, if you can go buy a puppet and manipulate its mouth and stuff, you could do whatever you want with it. But, it sort of started to occur to me when we went to a shop and I picked up an Ernie puppet from Sesame Street. And I started thinking, hang on, I can't just get on and start just being Ernie, can I? Like, aren't Sesame Street going to say that's ours? So I didn't think of these things. I just went forward having fun, stuffing about with puppets because they're fun. Sometimes you don't think these things through and you just go ahead. But so hopefully this Muppet will be able to be purchased and I'll be able to use him. And then, if people end up really liking him, we can mass produce things with his image on it and, t-shirts and hats or key rings and that. But even, a stuffed doll of him or whatever, we could go to China and get a bunch of them done up for kids or whatever. I really don't know. But it's hard to know how big to think about all this because you're just filming for fun. Like even today, probably the biggest thing in the news flash is that we've got a green screen behind, and so we're sort of the channel that also reveals the magician's tricks. We could just have a flash new green screen and not even mention it, and people go, "Whoa, look at that channel!" But that is the news today. We've put a green screen behind me, and we're now going to see if we can put an image on that. So, all that being said, I'll get off the thing because I probably should have just done a 2-minute talk and see if the green screen works. But once I got going, I just thought, I may as well give the full story. So yeah, over and out. Oh, by the way, don't forget we've got the new Beerwah Heights M. Let's see you later. Good speaking to everyone. everybody.